You're productive, you handle all of your responsibilities, everything looks fine on the outside, but your body never fully relaxes. You may be stuck in survival mode without even realizing it. So today I am sharing 7 signs that your nervous system is carrying more load than you think it is. When people hear survival mode, they often think of crisis, but it can be very far from dramatic. It actually can look like composure, emotional control, managing all of your responsibilities, and even high performance. Survival mode is simply when your nervous system stays in a state of mobilization or guardness. Oftentimes because your body learned that staying activated was safer than relaxing. So let's break it down with the 7 signs. Sign number 1 is that you can't fully relax. Even during downtime, your body feels braced. You sit down, but your jaw and your shoulders are so tight. You're on vacation, but your mind is constantly planning. You lay down to go to rest, but your brain is in motion. I call this my brain fire, where I think of like everything I could possibly do and need to do. So rest ends up feeling incomplete. Sign number 2 is that you function well, but recover poorly. You handle stress, you show up, you get things done. Nothing really falls off or gets forgotten, but it takes you so long to recover. You crash after socializing, you're tired but constantly wired, and you wake up never feeling fully rested. Survival mode isn't about dysfunction. It's about poor recovery, the ability to bounce back after stress, after challenges, because we're stuck in that mobilized, activated state. Sign number 3 is that you feel calm or even just better when you're busy. You may be a person like me whose narrative was, oh, I just like to be busy. I function better when I'm busy. If you've ever said that or described yourself in that way, that is a major sign. Structure regulates you, deadlines steady you, movement is how you manage, which means that stillness ends up feeling uncomfortable. Even when nothing happens externally, internally, your body is creating urgency around something somehow. Sign number 4 is that your body holds tension constantly. You may or may not be aware of this, but it's like the scrunched forehead or the tight jaw or the never fully relaxed shoulders. Maybe check right now, are your shoulders a little higher than they need to be? This can also be the shallow breathing or the racing heart, the gut issues or inflammation, because your body is never recovering. Instead, it's preparing and constantly bracing for something to happen. Sign number 5 is that you monitor yourself a lot. This is meaning like you're replaying conversations. You're thinking maybe ahead of time what you're gonna say to consider how people might react to it. Now, this isn't insecurity or even lacking self-trust in what you say or how you come across, but it's vigilance, and vigilance takes a lot of energy. Sign number 6 is that you struggle to feel done. Even when something is complete, you're immediately starting to scan for the next thing. Instead of completion creating relief, it creates the need to find the next responsibility, because your body is not registering this as safety, it's registering it as a need for management. Sign number 7, and this is a big one, you're successful, you're performing, but you're exhausted. From the outside, you're capable, reliable, dependable, but on the inside, you're carrying so much. You don't collapse, you don't melt down, you just keep going, but at a cost. Deep rest, mental clarity, emotional bandwidth, and physical recovery. Now, you'll hear me say this a lot, but survival mode is not a personality trait, which means even if you've been living there for a long time, you truly are not stuck. It's nervous system load. And many high-functioning adults don't even know that they're stuck in survival mode because they've adapted to it. It feels like their new baseline. It has become normalized. So I'm so glad you're here listening to these signs, because once you have the awareness that this is the state you're living in, you can make the conscious choice to begin to shift it. The thing I want you to start to ask yourself next is, how much load is my nervous system carrying? Because when you're stuck in survival mode, you can still have varying levels of nervous system load, ranging from low to moderate to high to chronic. Because I know awareness is the first step to change, and it is often very difficult for people to really understand just how much load their nervous system is carrying, I created a free quiz that you can do to help you get your nervous system load score, to identify if you're low nervous system load, so it's just normal stress. You're getting stressed, but you're processing it, you're moving through it with ease, and it's actually very healthy. Moving into that medium state where, okay, maybe there's a lot of stress, you have some good coping mechanisms and are able to resource well, but we still want to be aware and just keep an eye on it, to that area of high and chronic where we need like tangible changes to be made. And this is not about labeling you, it's truly helping you identify how much activation you're carrying and what it's costing you in your physical, mental, emotional health. If you're interested in that, you can find it in the description box down below. If this resonated, please consider subscribing. I put out new videos on survival mode and nervous system regulation every Wednesday and Sunday. Next Wednesday, I am putting out a video that you can do with me in real time, okay? It's a guided practice that I'm going to walk you through to help reduce the survival mode nervous system load that you may identify in the quiz or in this video. And I'm so excited for you guys to try it out. So I will see you in the next one. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Have a great day.